Welcome to digitalconstructive.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about the C-61 D-49 tree service contractor license. So essentially, a tree service contractor prunes trees, removes trees, limbs, or stumps, including grinding, and engages in tree or limb guying. And that definition is straight from the CSLB website, and that's the Contractors State License Board. So the C-61 Limited Specialty Classification is an umbrella term for 29 different trade classifications that do not fall under the General B, General A, or C specialty classifications. And essentially what that means is that there's no trade exam. You only have to pass a law exam because they're licenses that are a little bit more obscure in nature. So there really is no trade, just law. Now, you have to have a D-49 license to bid on any tree service project where the total cost exceeds $500 in labor and materials. Now, typically it takes about 90 days to get the tree service license. You're looking at an application processing time of generally between 6 and 8 weeks, and then maybe another 3 to 4 weeks before you go and take your test. Now, this time frame can fluctuate based on a variety of different factors. To see the most up-to-date time frames, you can actually check the CSLB website. They have it posted there, but generally you're looking at about a 90-day time frame. Now, what are the basic requirements for a California contractor license? You've got to be at least 18 years of age. You've got to have a valid driver's license or USAID. You've got to have a Social Security or ITIN number, and you can't currently be on probation or parole. Now, your experience requirements are that you have at least 4 years full-time journey level experience within the last 10 years. You've got to have somebody who can sign off on that experience. And you've got to be able to submit documentation to the CSLB if they ask to see proof of your experience. Now, who can you use to sign off on your experience? You could use a general contractor. You could use a tree service license holder, or in some cases a C-27 licensed landscaper. You could use a foreman or supervisor. You could use a fellow journeyman or employee that you've worked with within the last 10 years. And in some cases, you can even use a business associate. Now, for a deeper look at filling out the application correctly, check out the links in the description and you'll find some resources on how to get that taken care of correctly. Now, criminal history. Everybody's got to do live scan fingerprinting when they apply for a California contractor license. Be honest on the application. Typically, the CSLB is more concerned with fraud, forgery, and embezzlement. So if your charges don't fall under those categories, you should be okay, but be ready to submit court documents to the CSLB if they ask. Now, what's on the exam? There's only one test. It's the CSLB Law and Business Test. It's going to be 115 questions covering contractor license law. You'll have 3 hours to complete. It's a multiple choice exam. It's done on site on a computer. And if you need to, you can bring a translator the day of the exam. Now, the law and business exam is broken up into a few different portions. There's a portion on business organization. There'll be a portion on business finances. You'll have to answer questions about employment requirements. Bonds, insurance, and liens represent 10% of the exam. There's a portion on contract requirements and execution. And then there's a portion on licensing requirements. Now, for additional information on how to pass the CSLB Law and Business exam, you'll see some resources in the description, practice exams, study guides, and different things that can help you pass. Safety will also represent 15% of the test. And public works represents 7% of the exam. Now, after you pass the test, you'll get your results immediately. The test is done on a computer, so you'll know right then and there whether you pass or fail. You can typically do a retake within about 3 weeks, and then once you pay your license activation and provide a contractor bond number, you should get your license in the mail in about 2 to 3 weeks. Now, the costs for the California contractor license are you're going to pay a state application fee, you'll pay a license activation fee, and then a renewal fee. You'll pay for the cost of fingerprinting, and then you'll provide a contractor bond number. Now, for the most up-to-date fees, you'll see a video that'll appear at the end of this one. It's going to tell you the most up-to-date California contractor license fees. I suggest you check that out. So getting your tree service license can be a very smooth process if you've got the correct information, if your application's filled out correctly, and then, of course, you pass the test the first time, all of which we can help you with. For any additional information about licensing, bonding, blueprint reading, and more, check out some of our other videos. If you found this video helpful, click the like button, subscribe to our channel. Again, thanks for watching, and this is digitalconstructive.com.